His story. Who was Sergeant Law David Johnson? We have to remember that one thing, that it wasn't just one soldier who lost his life, said Burchell Davis, a retired police officer who has 6 children in the military. He said the preacher and Representative Frederica Wilson both made that a part of their talks. That was a good gesture on everyone's part. He and others said the fight between Trump and Wilson was never mentioned during the service. FAQ: The Niger attack, Representative Wilson and John Kelly. How we got here. Staff Sergeant Bryan C. Black, 35, of Puyallup, Washington; Staff Sergeant Jeremiah W. Johnson, 39, of Springboro, Ohio; and Staff Sergeant Dustin M. Wright, 29, of Lyons, Georgia, were killed along with Law David Johnson in Niger. Johnson's pregnant widow, Maeshia, had held the arm of an army officer as she led her 2 young children and her family, dressed in white, into the Christ the Rock Community Church in suburban Fort Lauderdale. The modern hymn "I'm Yours" could be heard coming from inside. Johnson's sister, Angela Gant, said after the service that it don't feel real that her brother was killed. "It hasn't hit me yet, I haven't had time to grieve," said Gant, who last spoke to her brother a few weeks before he died. She said she was glad mourners got to hear about her brother's love for bikes and cars, not just his military service. The fight between Trump and Wilson had taken the focus off Johnson, whose widow is due to have a daughter in January. Sergeant Johnson told friends she will be named Lashi. The couple, who were high school sweethearts, already had a 6-year-old daughter, Aliyah, and 2-year-old son, Law David Jr. An online fundraiser has raised more than $600,000 to pay for the children's education. Johnson's mother died when he was 5, he was raised by his aunt. His family enrolled him in 5,000 Role Models, a project Wilson began in 1993 when she was an educator where African American boys are paired with mentors who prepare them for college, vocational school, or the military. "We teach them to be a good man, a good husband and a good father." Sergeant Johnson typified all of those characteristics, said mourner Carlton Krall, a public school consultant who is one of the program's mentors. In 2013, a year before he enlisted, Johnson was featured in a local television newscast for his ability to do bicycle tricks, earning the nickname Wheelie King. He said he learned his tricks by going slow. "Once you feel comfortable, you could just ride all day," he told the interviewer. The war of words between the president and Wilson began Tuesday when the Miami area Democrat said Trump told Maeshia Johnson in a phone call that her husband knew what he signed up for and didn't appear to know his name, a version later backed up by Johnson's aunt. Wilson was riding with Johnson's family to meet the body and heard the call on speakerphone. She was principal of a school Johnson's father attended. Trump tweeted Wilson fabricated his statement and the fight escalated through the week. Trump in other tweets called her wacky and accused her of secretly listening to the phone call. Trump's chief of staff, John Kelly, entered the fray Thursday. The retired Marine general asserted that the Congresswoman had delivered a 2015 speech at an FBI field office dedication in which she talked about how she was instrumental in getting the funding for that building, rather than keeping the focus on the fallen agents for which it was named. Video of the speech contradicted Kelly. Wilson, who is black, fired back Friday when she told the New York Times, "The White House itself is full white supremacists." The retorts persisted Saturday morning, with Trump tweeting, "I hope the fake news media keeps talking about wacky Congresswoman Wilson in that she, as a representative, is killing the Democrat Party."